Hi everyone, welcome to Board of Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and either are anyone in this one. In fact, I don't think anyone in any of the 5 replays we're going to have in today's video are me. But this is my old clan mate, Hoegan from 1AR clan in the T71DA. That's right, I did say 5 battles. There's going to be 5 epic replays in today's epic extravaganza. That's what we're going to call it, an epic extravaganza. All tier 7s, we've got some light tanks, we've got some medium tanks as well, I think. I don't know. Anyway, game number 1. Let's have a look at this one. This one is going to go for a little while. Hoegan from 1AR clan in the T71DA. That's the auto-loading tier 7 American light tank. He's on Phrok. He's having a look down there towards the 1-2 line, doing what light tanks do. Gets a little bit of damage into the Panzer 4H. The poor old Panzer 4H at tier 5. A little bit outgunned, even though the T71DA is a light tank. He's looking into the middle of Phrok now. Now, this is a pretty good map for a light tank, the T71DA. And now, if I remember correctly, the T71DA is the first tank, or the lowest tier tank, which comes as APCR rounds as standard ammunition. Before the high tier medium tanks and some of the high tier light tanks gets APCR as standard, and heat rounds as premium. Hoegan's got the standard rounds loaded. It's a 76mm gun. 150 alpha damage, 145 penetration. That's with APCR, which is standard on the T71DA. 210 penetration with those heat rounds. Let's see if Hoegan from 1AR clan is going to need any of those heat rounds. It's an even ball game at the moment. The Panzer 4H, which Hoegan's looking at now, is saying, fall back, hit the what are you doing, man? You are going to get out-visioned by those bad boys like there is no tomorrow. Hoegan just kicking back at a D1, doing some dank light tank stuff. You can see he's got binoculars there. They're not activated because he's moving, but those binoculars are really going to maximise his vision. And if you look closely, he's got a mark of excellence on that gun. Tells me he probably knows what he's doing in that one. He's a pretty handy player, old Hoagie Dogs at 1AR, and a hell of a nice guy as well. Looking towards the AMX 1375. That'll be the tank he's worried about. He'll be looking at the enemy lineup and saying, rightio, that 1375, top tier light on the enemy team. That's probably the only tank on the enemy team that might have a chance of out-visioning Hoegan from 1AR in the T71DA. Now, the T71 line did split a few patches ago now. It used to be just the T71, and it led to the T69, which led to the E1 and then the T57 heavy tank. And I remember a mate of mine from work who plays this game said to me, he said, Stewie, have a look at the T71. It's an autoloader at T70. You just got to... I didn't even know what an autoloader was back then. That was a few years ago now. Anyway, back to Hoagie Dogs on Phrok. He's telling the PZ4H to get the hell out of here, man. Don't sit behind me. Panzer 4H stops, gets shot, doesn't move, gets blown up. Well, look, what do you do? Hogs will be sitting there going, well, I know I'm not spotted, but 6 cents haven't gone up. We know he's got 6 cents in his tank. It has gone off before. They're down by 3 tanks. Luckily, I guess the 3 tanks that are dead are all low-tier tanks, tier 5s in this tier 7 game. 3-5-7 match up. 3 tier 7 tanks on each team. An IS-2, an IKV-90B, and the 1375 on the enemy team. And on Hogs' team, it's the KV-3. The IKV-90B as well as Hogs in the T71DA. Now, yeah, like I said, did I say it's split? There's the DA, which is basically the old T71, the 6-shooter auto loader, and the CMD, I think it's called, which is pretty much the same tank except it's a single shooter. So some people prefer single shooters, some people prefer auto loaders. I prefer auto loaders, and I imagine that one leads to the T57 heavy and one probably leads to the Sheridan. Anyway, down by 4 tanks already. 0-4 on Phrok. Hogs is just kicking back here, keeping one eye on that 1375. He would love to get rid of that tank. Probably looking at the minimap thinking, I don't have to do this by myself here. That Churchill 1 is certainly... I don't know if that Churchill 1's going to do too good over there or not. His 6 cents goes off. Doesn't get shot. I thought he did get shot there, but no. The guy in the KV-2 is advising the heavy tanks to move. Saying, get the hell out of there, man. A lot of map pinging going on. Hogan's saying, come on, guys. This is... we don't want to get caught out in the open. Looks like the Ram 2 is content just to sit there and snipe in those bushes. Low tier medium tank. Probably doesn't know how to play his tank. There goes the Churchill 1. Gets taken out by the enemy grill. That's the tier 5 grill, which is an artillery. Wonderful. Love artillery. 1-5 is the score. Hogan's picked up 613 damage already. A little bit of assisted damage to go with that. Showing great patience. Now, a lot of people would give up at this stage. 1-5. They've lost 5 tanks. I guess the only silver lining you could take out of that is all 5 of those tanks are low tiers. Still all 3 top tier tanks and all tier 6s. Still in play in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 1, 5. The enemy OI experimental gets taken out by the KV3. Shooting towards a T3485, which is on pretty low hit points. He finds another Panzer 4H. He doesn't mind the Panzer 4Hs, does he? Oh, Hoegan Dokes puts one into him. The second shot confirms the kill, and now all of a sudden the deficit's only 2. This is what separates good players from bad, I guess. Hoegan Dokes from 1AR clan. In the T71DA, 873 damage done already. Still got 2 bullets left in the clip. Doesn't reload, just kicking back waiting. T3485 looking a little bit nervous there. 3 T3485s on the enemy team. That's a little bit over. 2 of them are in a platoon, I guess. 4-6 a score, down by 2 tanks. Still haven't lost the top tier, which is very, very good for Hoegs and his team. The IS-2 on the enemy team has been taken out, and that's got to be a good thing, right? Top tier heavy tank no longer in the game. Decides to reload, lets his teammates know that he's reloading by hitting the F8 key, which is exactly the right thing to do in this little black duck's opinion, especially when you're in an auto load-up. There's the Panzer 4H rolling forward. That Panzer 4H, how many Panzer 4Hs are in this game? He's hundreds of them. He's just going for it. The Panzer 4H, isn't he? He's just saying, hold my beer, I've got this. Now, Hoegan Dokes does a very smart thing here. Pulls back to a point that he knows he's going to get spotted eventually, but pulls back to the point, if he gets spotted, anyone who's down here camping like a real mofo won't be able to shoot him because he'll be out of their render range. And he knows that he's going to be reloading at some point in time, so he's back into a safe distance from the enemy guns. Continues to soak up the assisted damage. The Ram 2 unfortunately got taken out by the T3485, but that T3485 is no longer a threat because Hoegs from 1AR clan picks up his second kill. That's where I got the 2 from, and brings a deficit back just to 1. 2 kills to Hoegan from 1AR clan, and the T71DA, 1127 hit points of damage done, 298 assisted damage, and he's just kicking back saying, hold my beer, I reckon I've got this. We've still got 3 tier 7 tanks in our team. This is exactly what he'll be thinking, I reckon. Well, who knows what he's thinking. There's the T3485, or one of them. There's been 3 T3485s, and he knows he knows how to play this tank. No worries. One quick American bullet into the side of that bad boy and sends him back to the garage. Gets his 3rd kill, evens up the scoreboard. Still got 4 bullets in the clip. What's left on the enemy team? The T3485, or one of the T3485s on the enemy team, is the only tank that has still been spotted. What is going on here? The IKV-90B on Hoegan Dokes' team. He appears, he's in a bit of an unusual position for a top tier tank destroyer. Is he AFK? Has he fired a shot? Is that his spawn point? The IKV-90B over there. Chuck Norris. It's Chuck Norris. Well, you can't lose with Chuck Norris on your side, right? 7-7 the score. 1133 damage done. A little bit of assisted damage. Well, a fair bit of assisted damage. 300 assisted damage for Hoegan from 1AR clan. He's on his 3rd kill. He's had 3 kills, but now only 1 enemy tank has been lit, and that's a T3485. Everybody else is dead. Is asking for a little bit of help. So, rightio, come on, guys, what's going on here? What's left on his team? The KV3 looks like he's stuck back there, just out of view range. We can't see what kind of hit points he's on. He might be pretty low. The T67 is up there on the hill, sniping like an absolute champion. That's what T67s do. And of course, Hoegs finds the KV2R. Keeps the bushes between him and the premium tier 6 Russian derp tank. Can he get a kill or not? He can't. He leaves him at 11 hit points, pulls back. I don't reckon he's spotted though. T37 might be spotted. The T37 looking a little bit nervous. He doesn't want to get hit by the KV2R. Would have been a lot more handy if the artillery had have taken out the big derp gun, and then Hoegs would have been able to just run circles around the M4. But then again, once he's loaded, I reckon he's going to get it. He does. The KV2R doesn't move from where he was last spotted, and Hoegan Dokes picks up kill number 4. Now, what kind of health was that M44 on? He lost, I don't know, I reckon he lost at least 100 hit points from the artillery. We saw artillery hit the M44, might have taken him down to maybe half health. Hoegs is sitting there thinking about reloading, thinks, nah, 5 shots is probably enough in this 6-shooter. They're up by a tank now, 8-7, not least because of the great work that Hoegan has done. In the T71DA, the 6-shooter, the T7 auto-loading American light tank. 5 minutes left on the clock. Ron Prokhorovka, the KV3 is not moving. The KV2 on Hoegan's team is going backwards, back towards the artillery on that northeastern hill. The IKV 90B, I don't know if he's moved. Chuck Norris might not need to move. I don't know. That's his name. I don't think it's his real name. But imagine if it was. Imagine if Chuck Norris really played this game. That'd be all. Let's not talk about it. Hoegan from 1AR. The T71DA on Prokhorovka. It's a light tank's paradise. He's top tier. He's got 4 kills, 1858 damage done, 422 assisted damage. Knocks over a tree. That's going to make him panic. They're going to know he's coming for him. Where's the M44? Is the M44 going to be the only tank down here? The only other tank that has been spotted is one of the T3485s in that platoon. The fact they're in a platoon tells me they might both still be in that general area. The KV2 now, where's he going? The KV2 looked like he was heading up to the northeast. Now he's coming back around. He's going to try and help Hoegan. By the time he gets here, there's only 4 minutes left in this game. What is that KV2 thinking? The IKV 90B doesn't look like he's moved from that position. Hoegan's moving forward gingerly, does not want to get dirt by 2 artilleries at the same time, or the IKV 90B on the enemy team. The IKV 90B on the enemy team looks like he's making a run for the cap. The KV3 still hasn't moved for a long time. Hopefully the T67? Yeah, the T67 on the hill will be able to do something about those tanks up there. Hoegan's looking towards the IKV 90B. He's going to have to get some damage in this one. Critically hits and tracks the IKV 90B. Looks like the IKV 90B probably burned his repair kit and moved out the way there. T37 doing a great job trying to spot these tanks. Hoegan from 1AR clan on 4 kills in the T71DA. Got 2 bullets left in his clip. Gets one into the M4, which takes him down to a 1-shot for any tank left. Good, chooses to take a reload. 2004 damage done, 466 assisted damage. Kicking back here down at K3. I'm very uncertain about what his teammates are doing, though. I'm a little bit concerned. The IKV 90B has not left the spawn point. He might be shooting stuff from back there. We'll find out when we check out the battle result at the end of this game. There's the enemy IKV 90B. He fires his first shot, doesn't quite land. Second shot gets the 5th kill and gets rid of another top tier tank. In fact, that's the last top tier tank on the enemy team. 2 artilleries left, 2 grills at tier 5. The Panzer 4H, another Panzer 4H. He could be absolutely anywhere. And 2 T3485s that are in a platoon. Hoegan finds the grill, shoots the first shot, doesn't land. The second shot does. Third shot should be a kill. It is, and that's the top gun confirmed. Cops a shot from the PZ 4H and the T35, T34. 85, and looks like they're both up there on this hill. So Hoegan moves into behind the railway line to get a little bit of cover, and I reckon he should be able to hopefully take a reload soon. Or is he wants to use his last shell. Why not use your last shell rather than take a reload? He's only got 6 standard rounds remaining. You can see he's thinking about selecting premium rounds. 11-7's the score, only less than 2 minutes left in this one. He is willing that gun to reload. He's going to have to help his teammates get rid of those tanks on the hill. He sees a T3485. First shot bounces, second shot goes through. He does get spotted, shoots and tracks a T3485. Bounces again. The last one's got to count, surely. Chooses to take a reload, knowing that there's only 1 minute and 22 seconds remaining. 6 kills to Hoegan from 1AR clan. He finds the grill at tier 5. It's just the grill at tier 5 remaining, as well as a T3485 from Chai clan. Chai sniping. There goes the grill, killed by Hoegan grill. Auto aims on the T3485, finds him. T3485 going for the cap, but Hoegan says, "You're not capping, old son. You're going straight back to the garage." With 55 seconds left on the clock. Happy days. We'll call that one a win. Not only a win, but it's his second marks of excellence on that tank. Do you remember at the start of the game, I did point that one out. He did have a mark of excellence on that bad boy. The auto-loading Tier 7 American light tank. 2 marks of excellence. Tells me he knows what he's doing in that bad boy. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Bruiser Medal, Fire for Effect, High Caliber, Top Gun, Beauty. Certainly carried the hell out of that one. Topped the score charts like you would not believe. And what else did he get? 3,242 hit points of damage in the end. 7 kills, 1465 base experience, and not a bad carry at all. A fair amount of passengers in that game. Chuck Norris didn't even have to fire a shot to win that one. Didn't shoot, hardly moved. Who knows? Maybe his missus yelled out and said, "Come on, Chuck, let's practice making babies." Who knows what the hell? The KV2 only got 1 shot of damage off. He spent too much time relocating that KV2. Excellent work from the old mate Hoegan. He fired 43 shots, 34 hit, 25 penetrated, 1,700 sniped, 3,242 damage, nearly 1,000 assisted damage. Made plenty of coin there. Looks like he had a battle payment running, either a personal reserve or a clan payment. Nearly 40,000 credits after tax. That's with a premium account. In the T71, just says T71 there on what replays. T71DA, the original Tier 7 auto-loading American light tank. As we move on to our second replay in this epic extravaganza video, and this one features the old mate Panzer Burner. Now, Panzer Burner's been kind enough to send me two replays, both pretty fast and furious. This time we are on Himmelsdorf. I think this is going to be an all-in brawl. He's in the T43, the Tier 7 Russian medium tank, the T43 on Himmelsdorf. Not top tier in this one, bottom tier. Bounces the A44, says no problems, let's reverse side scrape like an absolute legend, looking towards the enemy A44. That's the rear turreted version of quite similar to this tank. He gets taken out by the IS-6. Panzer Burner auto aims on the Batchat 12T. Shoots, no idea where that one went. I think that one just hit the tower. Didn't quite land on the Batchat 12T. Turns off the auto aim, and he's just trying to make this Russian gun sing. Gets him that time for what he said, 527. What the hell is going on here? It's a 122mm gun. It sounds and it looks like derp to me. 122mm gun, 450 alpha damage, 61 penetration, 370 damage, and 140 penetration with heat rounds. He's running over everything. He's going derp all the way. He's got a kill, 1,775 hit points of damage already as he got rid of that Tier 8 French auto-loading light tank. 5-2's a score on Himmelsdorf, 1,775 damage. Happy days. Continuing to drive north on this western flank of Himmelsdorf, looking around the corner, looking for something else to derp. This game is going to be pretty fast and furious, boys and girls. Don't worry about that one. This one and the next one that he sent me. He sent me 2 replays, and this is going to be one of them. 5-2's a score, heading straight for the cap. The AMX 1375 rolls over the cap and heading towards those enemy targets. Looks like all the enemy tanks are on the hill by the looks of it. On the hill and the base of the Banana Road. What's Panzer Burner going to do? Is he going to go for the cap, or is he going to go for some more derp damage? 5-3 the score, 1,775 hit points of damage done, 520 damage blocked. He'll be pretty happy that he blocked that damage. 605 assisted damage. Auto aims and shoots on the E75. Bounces. Who says HE always does damage? Who says that at all? Doesn't matter, because it's not a massively long reload like the KV2 or the KV2R is, because this one's a medium tank. And look at that, E75 not looking Panzer Burner's way. As a look at the E75, if that's why he didn't hit the Batchat 12T, that first shot that he took on him, because it's HE. When HE hits those destructible things such as that tower, it detonates on that, and it doesn't go through like APCR or AP will. Rolling up the hill on Himmelsdorf, 6-5 the score. A few of his teammates have been taken out in this little skirmish. Looking at that Scorpion, no armor whatsoever on the Scorpion. Shoots him, doesn't quite one-shot him, critically hits him, takes him for 217 hit points, brings his damage up to 2,345. Looking, looks like the Scorpion may have fired and missed. Panzer Burner from NZS clan kills the premium Tier 7 American TD and brings the score up to 10-5. 2 kills, 2,500 damage done, 520 damage blocked, 605 assisted damage. Not sure what he's going to do up on this hill. Let's see what he does. There you go, just auto aims on the spick. wasn't going to spill my coffee that time. Nearly auto aims on the Spick, sends him back to the garage. 11-5 the score now. Just 4 enemy tanks remaining. The Emil 2, which was last seen near Panzer Burner's cap. The Panther, who's currently not 2-4 now, he's dead. And of course the artillery, that's what he's looking for. The GW Panther. He's hoping the GW Panther is up here. Not sure if anybody went up to A1, but the GW Panther is certainly not the fastest tank in the game. I'm not sure if the GW Panther would have the time to get over to this part of the map. But anyway, Panzer Burner from NZS in the T43 with the derp cannon, the 122mm, is running around like a KV2. Yeah, KV2 medium tank, that's what you could call this bad boy. 13-5 the score, 2 tanks remaining. Looks like the Emil's just been discovered. Where the hell could the GW Panther be? I'm not sure if he's going to be. Yes, he is down here. How did I know that? Finds the Panzer Burner, auto aims, turns off the auto aim, goes for the lightly armoured top of the turret, and one-shots that bad boy for 360 hit points. 3,296 damage. Well done, and there goes the Emil 2, the top-tier auto-loading Swedish heavy tank. 15-6 on Himmelsdorf. I told you that one was going to be fast and furious. Let's have a look at the result. It was an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge from the old mate Panzer Burner from NZS Clan. Not just an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, but also the Bruiser Medal, Duelist, Fighter and Fire for Effects. 3,296 hit points of damage, 4 kills, missed out on top damage by 10 hit points. The IS-6 got that award, but of course the IS-6 is at tier 8, and Panzer Burner at tier 7, not too bad at all. He certainly, that's why he got the top score there, 1378 base experience. He knows what he's doing in that bad boy. Let's have a look at the detailed report. 13 shots fired, 12 hit, 11 did damage, nearly 1,000 snipe, got 600 assisted damage, a 5-minute gain, 40,000 credits. Thank you very much. That's what he says when he sees results like that. Let's move on to game number 3 in this epic extravaganza, featuring 5 replays from tier 7s. Tier 7 Ace Tanker replays. This is Panzer Burner again, this time in the auto-loading French light tank, the AMX 1375. We saw an AMX 1375 in Hoegan game on Prokhorovka. This time we're on Westfield. Panzer Burner on Westfield. This is just a 4-shooter. That's interesting. I would have thought it would have had more than 4 shots. But anyway, it's a 4-shot, 75mm gun, 135 damage, 144 penetration, 202 with APCR, which is standard. Looks like he's forgot to turn on auto resupply for his either his automatic fire extinguisher or his food, or maybe he just likes to play it on hard mode. He's got a camo net and binoculars. Fires them up to maximise his camouflage value and view range when he's kicking back in bushes, doing dank light tank stuff. This time Panzer Burner's not low tier. This time is top tier. Finds the M4. This is a good example of how to use bushes. Because the bushes have gone dark, they can't see him unless they've got somebody else much closer to him spotting. Now, I reckon I would have maybe taken a blind shot. But anyway, Panzer Burner, he knows what he's doing. Gets another shot into the Panzer 4H. Brings his damage up to 427. And finally, his teammates are starting to shoot those bad boys, so he can start soaking up some of that beautiful assistant damage. Finds a T34S. That's the one from the Curse commissions. Plenty of those getting around about now. Puts 3 shots into the T34S, puts 4 shots into him, confirms his first kill, brings his damage up to 927, waits for that French gun to reload, and now it looks like he's going to be looking at another Panzer 4H. How many Panzer 4Hs are we going to see in today's video? Shoots him in the head, headshot for kill number 3, 2, and that brings up the score to 3-zip. Oh, regrets hitting that auto reload button. He would have got a shot into the side of the Spick. The M4 gets spotted as well, and he gets some more assisted damage. It's a Type 58. Sends the M4 back to the garage. Auto aims and shoots into the Spick. 2 shots is all it takes. That's his 3rd kill. 5 zips a score. He does get spotted, so he decides now is the time to move. He would have been spotted as he was shooting at that Spick. That Spick may have spotted him, or even that Type 64. The Type 64 is probably the tank that he wants to get rid of. The Type 64, probably the last enemy tank who's capable of spotting him where he is. Looks like the Type 64 did its job getting rid of the PZT-25. Panzer Burner being quite liberal with the auto aim. Got one. It's got one round remaining. Doesn't quite land it. 6-1 is the score. 3 kills, 1464 damage done, 1098 assisted damage. 6-1. Kicking back, waiting for the reload. He's got 13 standard rounds remaining and 8 premium. This could use up all of his bullets here. This is a pretty fast firing gun. Doesn't quite aim some of those shots. That third shot should have went through. This time he waits for it to aim properly. Pops one into the side of the SU-85 and waits again for the gun to reload. J Panther is down a little bit on that hill. He's nearly loaded now. Wants to get into some of that J Panther action. The first shot does not hit. The second shot doesn't hit. That's the thing when you've only got a small target. Looks like the J Panther is getting down into more of a hidden position, if you like. People picking that J Panther. He must have good camouflage values. A lot of people having trouble seeing the German Tier 7 tank destroyer, let alone shooting him. And this is looking like a much better angle. First shot critically hits him. Reloads again. He's only got 6 standard rounds remaining. That's probably why he's reloading. Looking at how many shells you have. There's a Hellcat that was last spotted at H2. He's still there. Now is he AFK? No, looks like he's actually aiming. Looks like he's actually aiming Panzer Burner's way. Puts 2 shots into him. 3. Now the third one needs to land. It does, and that's kill number 4. 10-5 the score now. This time he's on to APCR rounds because he's only got 8 premium shells remaining and 2 standard shells. Now, does that mean that this tank just doesn't carry much ammunition? Or maybe he had auto resupply turned off. Auto aim's on the M41 HMC. Don't know what that is. What's that? Tier 5 artillery. That's kill number 5. 1 kill away from a Top Gun. Shoots and burns the SU-1228. Doesn't put another bullet into him because he knows he's running short of ammunition. He's only got 5 premium shells and 2 standard shells remaining. Doesn't really matter though because he's got the Top Gun. Pretty confident of an ace. 13-5's the score. 2,672 damage done. Nearly 1,100 assisted damage. 2 tanks remaining. The Wolverine, which I reckon the T67 is about to spot just as Panzer Burner aims in and auto aims yet again. Doesn't have a chance to put a shot into the Hellcat, but I reckon he's done his job on Westfield with the score there on 15-5. Let's have a quick look at the result before we move on to Game 4. Game 4 of this epic extravaganza with 5 replays. Game 4 featuring another medium tank ace. This is Panzer Burner in the AMX 1375. Ace tanker, mastery badge, spotter medal, arsenals for burning that self-propelled gun to the ground, bruiser medal, fire for effect, Pascucci's medal for killing those 2 artilleries. What else did he get? Looks like a high caliber as well as a Top Gun. He got top score there with 6 kills, nearly 3,000 damage, 2,956 hit points of damage, 1326 base experience. He fired 31 shots, 23 hit, 22 penetrated. So only 1 shot failed to pen. That would have been the J Panther, I reckon, when he was in that awkward position. 1,074 assisted damage. Sorry, 1,074 sniped. 1,098 assisted damage. 54,000 credits. That's after tax with a premium account. Nothing wrong with that 5-minute ace tanker mastery badge replay from the old mate Panzer Burner from NZS Clan. What an absolute legend. He can be found in Discord anytime. Check him out. Check out the Discord links down below. Kamikaze this time. Kamikaze in the T20. Kamikaze, this bloke is a good player. I'll give him that much. He is good. A hell of a nice guy as well. Kamikaze from Yeti Clan in the T20. T20's the American Tier 7 medium tank. It's got a 90mm gun, 240 alpha damage, 160 penetration with standard rounds, 243 with APCR. Now the T20 is, look, it's known as being a pretty good tank. I really don't remember grinding through it, but it was a long time that I was playing this bad boy. Kamikaze from Yeti Clan in the T20 is on Al Haluf. And he's going up to the northwest corner, looking for some, looking for some action in the northwest. 0-0 the score. Top tier. No, he's not top tier. It's a tier 8 game. 5 tier 8 tanks on each team. T34 3, the preferential matchmaking Chinese tier 8 medium tank on Kamikaze's team. T54 mod 1, Type 59, also preferential. ELC even 90, and on the enemy team we've got 2 T34-3s in a platoon from NZA. Oh, there's Techno, I know that guy. The Low, Luva, Scorpion G, and the M4190. So it's premium tanks galore on the enemy team as far as top tier tanks go. Anyway, what are we doing? Al Haloof, Kamikaze from Yeti Clan in the T20. Kicking back here, showing a little bit of restraint. Doesn't want to be just poke over the top and get absolutely blown away. Look, getting ready for the A44 to poke around. There you go, 225 damage into the Tier 7 Russian. That's the rear turreted medium tank. Stays in a hold down position, does get damage for 321 hit points. It's Russian guns for you, I guess. The Type 59 gets taken out by the Scorpion G. Looks like the Scorpion G up there on that sort of Kamikaze's opposite corner, I guess you could say. This is a place where people often go. You're often safe from artillery. Shoots and critically hits the A44. Doesn't get any hit points of damage though. But the artillery has been shooting that A44. But that's okay because Kamikaze says, no worries, I've got this guy. Gets rid of Baron V. Zimmer. And that evens up the score at 1-1. No idea what the Black Prince is doing now. I don't really think that's the right place for a Black Prince. But I could be wrong. Maybe he knows what he's doing. Kamikaze puts a shot into the lightly armoured Tier 8 German tank destroyer. The Scorpion G takes him down to a one-shot, down to 150 hit points. He would love to get rid of that Scorpion G, and I reckon I can read his mind. I reckon that's exactly what he's thinking. Get rid of these top-tier tanks. There's a challenger up there at Tier 7. That's the British turreted tank destroyer there with the Scorpion G, playing in a sort of medium tank position. It's good to see that the TDs aren't all sitting back over here on that ridgeline. The Scorpion G goes down to the T34-3. It's a preferential matchmaking Chinese Tier 8 medium tank. 2-1 is the score. Kamikaze from Yeti Clan in the T20 is running around there. What's he looking at there? Looking at the SU-12244 in a very, very interesting position. They're pushing. Is this world of tank destroyers? Tank destroyers seem to be everywhere in this game. He wants to keep this gun rolling now. Gets one into the SU-12244. I think that's a premium Russian tank destroyer, and he's going pretty slow. WZ-131 could be a better target. Gets rid of that. The Steyr Waffenträger gets taken out on Kamikaze's team, and I think that's what he was doing down there. I will never know. 2-2's the score. Kamikaze from Yeti on one kill. 1913 hit points of damage already. Looking towards the SU-12244. He knows the WZ-131 has spotted him before. Not sure what this ELC even 90 is doing. He is on very low hit points, so that's why he's playing a little bit conservatively. Better than throwing a tank away, right? 2-3's the score. Kamikaze from Yeti Clan on 1913 damage. 175 assisted. The challenger gets taken out by that same T34-3. That evens it up again. 3-3. Kamikaze from Yeti on 779 hit points up his sleeve. He's already done 2,000 damage. The Black Prince, I'm impressed that the Black Prince is still alive. I didn't think it would last too long in that position. ELC even 90. Looks like he was going for the IS-2 there. Kamikaze auto aims, gets one shot into the WZ-131, the Tier 7 Chinese light tank. Confident that he'll be able to out-trade. Wants to get rid of him because that's who's spotting him. Pulls back so those tank destroyers can't shoot him. 4-5 the score now after he picks up his second kill. 5-5. 5-6 now. The IS-2 on the enemy team goes down, but the T54 Mod 1 gets killed on Cammy's team, and that makes it 5-6. 5-7 now as the artillery gets taken out. The T34-3 on the enemy team just rolling through the cap, looking for those tank destroyers. Cammy waits for the gun to reload. He sees the T34-100, shoots into the dirt, so he rolls forward, puts another shot into him, brings his damage all the way up to 2,856. LTTB is going for the T34-100. Hopefully he can outmaneuver him. He does. Picks up another kill. 6-7. The deficit down to 1 now. 6-7 the score. 6-8 now though as the SU-100 M1 gets killed. The Black Prince still alive. Maybe it wasn't such a bad spot. Kamikaze goes there for a shot. The LTTB's trying to get out of the way. Can't say I blame him. The LTTB trying to get out of the way. Pretty bad. That's not a bad in-game name. He's not having a bad game though, the LTTB from Prawn Clan. You got to love the Aussie server. You get some awesome in-game names and some funny clan names as well, I guess. 7-10, still down by 3 tanks. Kamikaze's got his work cut out for him here. He's got 9 premium rounds remaining, and that's what he's got loaded because he knows he's going to have to put his carry pants on if he's going to win this game. Loses his commander to enemy artillery. Don't you love that? SU-12244 looks like he might be the next target. As he pokes around the corner, Cammy takes him for 241 hit points before the LTTB. That's not pretty bad at all. He's doing a pretty good job there, the LTTB. There you go, T34-3 on the enemy team's having a pretty good game. Shoots Kamikaze for 356 hit points. Cammy puts one into him. He knows he can beat him on the reload. He should be able to get another shot into him. But now his crew's stunned. The LTTB says, I'll help you, me old mate. I can tell you know what you're doing. 2 seconds left until he's no longer stunned. 2 enemy tanks are capping. What's it going to be? Probably the T34-3. Who else? Who else might it be? The T29 has not been spotted all game. Either has the E75 or the Saint Emile. Sorry, the E25 has been spotted in the middle. It could be him though. It's a pretty fast tank. 2 tanks capping 10 seconds before the cap goes off. There it is. It's the E25. Somebody gets a reset in. Didn't see his hit points go down. What else is there? The T34-3 on 1,077 hit points. So it's going to take a few shots to get rid of him. The can't say LTTB today for some reason. I don't know. 10-10's the score. It's up to 48 seconds now, 49. So there's no great rush. Enemy artillery just popped one in. Kamikaze looking for a shot into T34-3. Doesn't quite land it. Plenty of time. The cap is getting reset. Side shots into the Chinese. Did he get it? He got the Chinese medium tank. The LTTB shoots him as well, and the friendly T34-3 confirms the kill, making the score back to 11 apiece. Now that E25 will be running away like a cockroach. I do not think Cammy has the speed to catch him, but he has been spotted. And the T54 Mod 1 player, who has already been killed, but he's hanging around watching for the great action, has actually put in the comments, this LTTB player, he knows what's going on. He's on board, don't worry about that. Cabby, my old mate Kamikaze from Yeti Clan, on 2 kills, 4,052 hit points of damage. Does not want to go YOLOing, because he's only got 93 hit points remaining. And this is one of the things I need to work on in my own gameplay, and that's when you're low health. Don't go YOLOing. You can't do any damage when you're dead. That's what another one of my old mates used to say. Once you're dead, you cannot do any more damage. It sounds like common sense, but when you think about it, it means a lot more than what you might think. 11-11 the score now on Al Haloof. We haven't finished yet. We're still going. 5 minutes left on the clock. Coffee's going a little bit cold. It's turning into a long video. Just one more replay after this one. And the replay after this one's going to be a little bit different. It's actually not even coming from our server. Going all the way from the North American server. And it's going to be, what's it going to be? The T29. Kamikaze moving up here. Back to where he started. Back to where it all began. There goes the coffee. I think I dribbled a little bit of that somewhere. Enemy T29 gets spotted. LTTB up in this pretty groovy little position, looking for vision on enemy artillery as well as the tank destroyers. If you don't know where that E25 is, Kamikaze puts one into the back of the T29. Now that T29 is not going to be very fast indeed. He wants to get another couple of shots into him. There's one for another 259 damage. The Saint Emile gets spotted behind those rocks. So Kamikaze says, don't worry, I'll just keep shooting the T29. Shoots his tracks off. You'll be hoping he doesn't burn a repair kit, because this will be a blind shot. Puts one. Looks like that one might have went into him. The LTTB staying a safe distance. Here comes a T34-3. There's a T29. He continues to get assisted damage. Sets him on fire. This tank is on fire. Happy days. Never mind, says the IS2. Hold my beer. I've got this. The T34-3 is having a very good game. So is the LTTB. And so is my old mate Kamikaze from Yeti Clan. This is what happens when people play together. They do really well. The Saint Emile back there feeling very, very nervous. As nervous as a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. The IS2 kills the artillery. Cammy will be pretty happy there's no artillery left. Shoots and tracks the Saint Emile, but the Saint Emile kills him. And hopefully his friends can finish him off. The IS2 gets rid of the Saint Emile with a headshot from behind. What's left? Just the E25 sitting back there in a bush doing what E25s do. The T34-3 picks up the kill for his 5th kill. Good on him. Well played. That's what they say in the chat. That was teamwork at its best. I have not seen teamwork like that for some time. That was an excellent game, not just from the old mate Kamikaze from Yeti Clan, but from all his teammates as well in that game. That was a really good display of, I don't want to sound like an inspirational poster, but that was good. That was good teamwork in that game. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Bruiser Medal, Arsonist for setting that vehicle on fire. Who did he set on fire? I can't remember now. It was a while ago. That was a pretty big replay. It was also the Duelist in the Fire for Effect medal, Confederate for shooting more tanks than anybody else, the High Caliber, of course the Tank Sniper medal, because he did have to snipe a few, especially when it was on low health, but he certainly did the job. 5,245 damage. I lost track when he was about halfway through that amount of damage. I lost track on the amount of damage he was doing. 1586 base experience. That's a pretty big base score. That's without the daily double or the premium account multiplier or anything like that. That's the base score, 1586. That's why I ended up with nearly 5,000 experience after tax. Good game by the T34-3 and the LTTB, and a special mention to the IS2. Good teamwork. It cost him a bit of coin though, 62,000 credits with a premium account. He did use some premium bullets in that one, but well worth it for an epic Ace Tanker Mastery Badge to send to stewiejp at Get On Board Studios down here in sunny Melbourne. Rightio, here we go. This is the Pro. The Pro from the North American server. The North American bloke is the North American bloke. The Pro. Let's just call him the Pro. Have a look at this. The T29 Tier 7 American Heavy Tank. This is the one that this is another tank which is known to be pretty good. 2 marks on that bad boy, and 2 marks of excellence. He knows what he's doing, this bloke. That's why they call him the Pro. Plays on the North American server. And just kicking back here, looking in the middle of the Siegfried line, the deep fried line. Aims at the Tiger. Doesn't hit the Tiger, hits the 150. Of course, that's what he was aiming for. Takes the 150 down to not far off half hit points. It's going to kick back here, get into a hold down position. Now the T29 is T29, what can I say about the T29? It's sort of the first tank on the American line, which sort of leads to and looks like a lot of other tanks. Like, it looks a lot like the T32, the T34 premium tank, the T30 tank destroyer. It's got that big, bulky, tough, don't fuck with me kind of look about it. It looks fucking, I reckon that fantastic. It looks like, a traditional tank, the kind of tank you've seen in the movies. Anyway, 3-2's the score. The Pro from the North American server in the T29 is on his way to putting 3 marks on this bad boy. Let's see if he can do it today. He might not do it today, but unfortunately he doesn't penetrate the Tiger P. Rolling through Ruinberg, didn't even take any damage from that artillery hit. That's how tough the T29 is. Gets his first kill getting rid of the Tiger P. 4-3's the score. 875 damage done. He gets shot by the Tiger 1, the Tiger 131. He says, no worries, I'll bounce most of that shot. Unfortunately, you can't. Even the Pro doesn't land every shot, but he's like Chuck Norris, the Pro. He doesn't care about E25 shooting him. He's bouncing shots from the E25 all day long. He wants to shoot that German beat. Rightio, I'm getting pissed off now about this E25, he says. So he pulls back, because he knows artillery. Artillery probably XVM sniping. There you go, artillery comes. Wasn't even aiming for the Steyr, possibly aiming for the Pro. He's saying it, the Pro's saying, oh ho, get out of my way, I'm the Pro, you know. Get the hell out of my way. Oh ho, looking at the Pro thinking, what the hell is this guy doing? Rightio, bit of a traffic jam on deep fried line. The T29. It's up to 875 damage done. Standard rounds 320 alpha damage in the 105mm gun. 198 penetration. There you go. 350 into the 131, the premium tier 6 German heavy tank. APCR is 245 penetration. Good to see the Pro not using APCR on his grind towards 3 marks of excellence on this tank. If he had used APCR, I reckon he would have penetrated that last shot that he bounced when he was, or did it miss the one he shot towards the Tiger 131 earlier. Now the Tiger 131, I don't think it's a secret. It looks like the heavy tank number 6 in the Japanese line. Very good reason for that. It's exactly the same tank, except it's German. But that's alright. Pretty good for a German crew trainer, I guess. Anyway, the Pro, 34, 32, 142. That's what they call him. The Pro indicates on the minimap where the 207 hit him from. He's up to 1545 hit points of damage. He's saying, I'm out of here. I do not want to get shat on by these artilleries anymore. That's why they call him the pro. He knows what he's doing. There's an E25 up here, which I'm confident that I can bounce and get some more damage out of. Of course, the E25 is a pretty fast tank. He could have relocated anywhere. He was last spotted just there. There he is. Finds him. Pops one into him. No, he misses again. Unfortunate. 9-7's the score. The pro from the North American server in the T29, the Tier 7 American heavy tank. It's probably, I would call it the first real heavy tank. Looks for a shot into the side. He gets the E25 and looks like the E25 is certainly going on an arty run. He's looking for artilleries. Unfortunately, there's nobody on the pros team who's really fast enough to chase down that E25. And I reckon that's what the E25 player is thinking. There you go. There goes his second kill. Gets rid of the M44, who was feeling pretty nervous, I reckon. 2 E25s remaining. They're in a platoon, and of course the E25 is one of those tanks that if you know what you're doing, if you're a good player, you can certainly own games if you platoon up with a couple of E25s. Hoping that 1375 doesn't move. Shoots him for 334 hit points. 10-8, 11-8 the score now as the French light tank gets taken out by the Hellcat. 11-8 the score. The pro on 2 kills, 2,500 damage done. A little bit of block, a little bit of assisted damage. Decides, well, maybe I will go after these 2 E25s. That's where the hit points are. Issue 101 down in the south. Looks like they're going to go for it. The pro saying, hold my beer, I've got this. No, the T29 is not this fast. I've got this on a little bit of a quick mode because the voice is starting to die. I need to put the kettle on after this game. This is an epic extravaganza. There's the pro. Finds the E25, shoots him for 334 hit points, takes him down to a one-shot. There is one artillery left on the enemy team. Finds the other E25, the other E25 saying, I'll help you, my friend, I'll help you. What's he gonna do? He's bouncing like a boss, deciding to try to continue to bounce rather than try to ram the E25. Turn, bang! Gets rid of the enemy E25. Sergeant Pepper, I wonder if it's the real Sergeant Pepper. Lonely Hearts Club band. 13-11, E25 going for it. Ram kill should do it. I reckon he ram killed him. I reckon he rammed him to get rid of that E25. Trash monkeys. Not sure who the trash monkeys are. Sergeant Pepper and his Lonely Heart Club's band in the E25. 14-11 this is the score. The result is a foregone conclusion. The pro from the North American server in the T29. 3,500 damage done. 655 damage blocked. 210 assisted damage. Where's the artillery? There he is. And all I can say about that artillery is at least he didn't drown. Not a bad result. 15-11, a good tight game in the end. It was that game could have went either way at any time, I think. I really do think that could have been the case. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge from the pro from the North American server. It's also the Hand of God Medal, Bruiser, Duelist, Fighter, 5 for effect, Spartan for surviving when he was on low health. That was those E25 shots. The Steel Wall, High Caliber, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, excellent work. He even got, did he get it? He got the T34 shielded in that one. Good luck to him. Excellent. And what's the replay? Sergeant Pepper and Devil Dog My Chael, whatever that means. Road to 3 mark. That's what he's calling it. If he keeps playing like that, he'll be 3 marking this bad boy in no time. 3,500 damage at tier 7. Not bad at all. Nobody else came anywhere near that score on either team. 1258 base experience. 17 shots fired. 14 hit. 12 penetrated. A little bit of assisted and block damage as well. Over 27,000 credits. That's after tax with a premium account. Easy clap. Great work. The pro from North America. Thank you very much for the replays, lads. Panzer Burner, the pro, Hoagie Dogs, and my old mate Kamikaze. Excellent games, one and all. Thank you very much for watching as well. Take care and see you all next time. Oh yeah, huge. Epic extravaganza. Epic.